Thank you so much for joining me today at Everyday Yoga. My name is Christine. We are just going to do a nice, gentle back release today. So let's go ahead and start in child's pose. Bring the knees as far apart as the mat and let the big toes touch. And gently let the palms walk forward as you bring the forehead to the mat. And if that doesn't work for you, you can bring your forehead to a block here, or even to a small pillow. And we're just going to let the forearms rest here on the mat. And we're just going to notice the breath here, coming into the present moment, moving with intention, moving with gentleness, noticing how the back body expands as you inhale, and how it just relaxes and softens as you exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time. And then bring yourself up just a little bit, just enough to take the left palm over to the left side of the mat, or maybe to the floor just outside the mat. Bring the right hand right next to it, or maybe even on top. And get a nice big stretch here in the right side of the body. Really press into the right sit bone, drawing it down towards the right heel. And take a couple breaths here, just noticing how the space in between the ribs on the right side body expands. Notice how you can get a nice big stretch there from the hip all the way up to the palm. The next time you inhale, walk your hands through center and then bring them over to the right, resting the forehead to a block or to the mat or maybe to your bicep here. Pressing that left sit bone down towards the left heel to keep yourself anchored here. I think that's my cat. Sorry about that, folks. She's got stuff to clean. One more breath here. And then let's come back to center. Really send those arms out long. And then inhale to press yourself up to tabletop, bringing the knees and the shins and the feet parallel to one another. Letting those index fingers be parallel to one another as you spread the fingers wide and press firmly down into the fingers. Let's go ahead and inhale and send that right heel out long. And then bend the knee, and as you continue to breathe, just make little circles there in the hip. Making space here, getting some movement in the small of the back. And then release the circles, coming back around. And then we'll inhale that right leg out long again. And as you exhale, cross the right leg over the left and bring the toes down to the floor beside you. You can really get a nice opening here in the right hip. Press evenly in the palms here, keeping anchored, and maybe take your gaze over the left shoulder and look back towards your right toes. You might see them, you might not. And just continue to breathe into the right side body, finding spaciousness and opening in the hip. Really pressing back into that right heel. When you're ready to come out of this, inhale back to center. And then exhale to bring the knee back down to the mat. Let's take a couple cat-cows here. Moving the spine gently just to realign everything. And then come back to your tabletop. On an inhale, send the left leg out long. And then bend the left knee and make circles here in the left hip. Reverse the circles. Continue to breathe. Continue to press evenly in the fingers. Inhale the left leg out long again, and then cross it over the right leg, bringing those left toes down to the earth. Breathing into the left side body, noticing the stretch in the hip and the ribs. Maybe take the gaze out over that right shoulder, looking back towards your toes. Finding length in the left side body as you press back into the left heel. On an inhale, bring everything back to center. Exhale the knee down to the earth. Let's inhale cow pose. Exhale cat pose. Inhale cow. Exhale cat and round back into a nice extended child's pose. Bringing the forehead to the earth or to a block. Inhale back to tabletop. Bring the knees parallel. And then take the elbows where the palms were. Coming down into this heart opening pose, this happy puppy pose. Maybe shake the tailbone a little from side to side. Really let the heart and the belly open here as you sort of traction the shoulder blades down the back body. Keep the chin tucked to keep the neck long. And breathe here. Really lifting that tailbone up towards the sky. Anahata Asana in Sanskrit. If you want a little bit more, you can bring the knees in just a smidge closer. Curl the toes under. And lift the hip bones up towards the sky, coming into dolphin pose. Really pressing down into the heels. Pressing down into the forearms as you lift the tailbone up towards the sky, keeping a gentle bend in the knees. Really think about the contact of your feet and your arms on the earth as you lift the back body up towards the sky, so you have this simultaneous feeling of groundedness and upliftedness. Wherever you are, take one more big breath here. If the knees aren't already on the earth, bring them down, and then extend one leg and then the other out long, bringing the belly down to the earth. Coming into this nice soft Sphinx pose, we'll inhale and then exhale, bringing the chin towards the chest. Inhale the right ear towards the right shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, left ear, left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. And keep moving from side to side, pausing or slowing down wherever it feels particularly good. If you find an area of tightness or tension, stay there and just breathe. Take a couple breaths there. Let softness come. When you've had enough there, inhale the head back on top of the neck. And bring everything down to the earth. Bring the arms alongside the body here and just let the forehead rest on the mat. Take a big breath here. And the next time you inhale, let's just lift the arms up towards the sky. And exhale down. Next time you inhale, lift the head and the shoulders. And exhale down. With the next inhale, just lift the feet. And exhale down. Next time you inhale, lift the head and the shoulders and the arms. Exhale down. Inhale, feet and arms, and head and shoulders. Exhale down. Yogi's choice, inhale any combination that feels good to you. Staying here, breathing, noticing how the belly expands against your mat. Massaging the internal organs here as you keep that chin tucked and those shoulder blades down the back. We're strengthening the spine here and counteracting any hunching forward tendencies we have. One more big inhale here, and let's exhale back down to the earth. Take an inhale here, and as you exhale, bring the left cheek, left temple to the earth. And just relax. Let the heels splay out to the sides. Just recalibrating here, reconnecting with the breath. Let's inhale, bringing the forehead back to the earth. Stay for the exhale, and inhale again. This time let's bend the ankles, or bend the knees, and bring the soles of the feet up towards the sky. Go ahead and inhale the shoulders and the head from the earth. And if it feels good to you, you might reach back for one ankle and then the other, drawing the knees in towards center. Inhale into bow pose. Really finding a nice back bend here, opening up through the whole front body. And then exhale to release. Bring the right temple down to the mat and just let everything go. One more breath here. And then let's bring the forehead back to center. Bring the palms alongside the wrists, ribs. We'll bring the shoulders in toward one another and draw the elbows down the back. Press in to the mat, lift to tabletop, and round all the way back into child's pose. Take a nice breath here. And then gradually, one vertebrae at a time, nice and slow, restack the spine, coming into hero's pose. Bring the hands to the tops of the thighs or the knees here. Sitting on your heels, bringing those big toes together if that feels good here. We'll inhale to tuck the chin and draw the heart up towards the sky. Exhale to relax the shoulders and relax the elbows down towards the earth. And then let's inhale together. Bring the arms up alongside the ears and the palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you found this practice to be beneficial to you. If you did and you'd like to spread it around, please like, share, comment, subscribe. You know how it all works. Thank you so much. Namaste.